Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Let's Play Persona 4 Arena, Part 3. And happy Easter to you guys. I'm Gabriel Bomani, getting ready to do our stream already for Part 3. In the last episode, we beat the living shit out of Chie Santanoka. And we also kicked Elizabeth's ass. That's for sure. No. Iris. No. I'm confused. What's the name of the girl again? That robot chick?
Welcome to the Velvet Room. This place exists between dream and reality, mind and matter. Now
I wish you good luck.
Okay. What's that character's name again? Elizabeth? Now we're ready to fight Elizabeth.
Final! Fight!
Okay, command list. Big gamble, ground or air. Command, move.
Impressive.
Bloody hell!
Ow!
Opening my deck!
Oh my. Oh my.
You're
Smashes.
Oh my.
from here is crazy. Now,
Persona. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. Impressive.
Damn!
What? Well done.
Seriously? I'll show her. Okay, that's the one where he fought Elizabeth last time. At least I'm doing better. Trying to take some practice there, that's for sure. Takes practice, you know. Just when I thought I've managed to throw her off balance, Elizabeth-san gets back up elegantly as if nothing had just happened. So what have you guys been doing on Easter? Oh. Okay. Suddenly I feel an intensity to build up in the air. Don't tell me she hasn't been taking this seriously at all up In the next moment, I swallowed into a torrent of power like a leaf blown into the air, without the slightest understanding of what's happening. Ouch. My vision blurs as I'm spun about, and before I can tell up from down, the floor jumps towards me and I'm slammed into the ground. Am I going to lose? As my consciousness fades, I see the faces of my friends and Aigis-san, all those I had fought up against until now. Oh, that's Aigis. I hadn't forgot about her. I beat her in the last episode of Persona 4 Arena Part 2 of Let's Play. No. Of Let's Play Persona 4 Arena Part 2. I kicked Aigis' butt. That's great. It's like that story that you see your life flash before your eyes just before you die. Am I dying? Can I really accept that? Let's see. What choices do I have to use? I'll fight as much as I have to in order to save my friends. Let's try it out. I'll fight as much as I have to in order to save my friends. I have to keep fighting. Oh, great. I've come so far I can't lose heart now. I desperately force my legs to move and manage to stand up again. Elizabeth-san shuts her book with an air of finality. Oh, that book thing. Doesn't that remind you of Full Metal Alchemist? That symbol?
I see. I am quite content with this outcome. It seems you possess true strength.
The unyielding torrent of power suddenly ceases without warning. Is it over? Even as I come to understand that, I continue to stand stock still, unable to move.
I believed you were at the stamina after the battle against Aigis earlier. In actuality, your heart almost gave in during your struggle with me.
I think that's Stephanie Sheh as Elizabeth.
But each time you faltered, the many hearts supporting you gave you strength, helping you to rise again.
She cuts herself off and nods to herself as if to confirm in some
This was truly an intriguing battle. I believe our encounter has borne much fruit.
Wow. What kind
Flute?
of flute? What does that even mean?
Flue
Seriously.
chimneys.
Flu, like a flu. Flu? Oh, flu is very bad.
In any
Chimneys?
case, I am quite pleased.
Yep. Even after a battle shacks like that, I feel like a fool for believing that she really would have killed me, even if it felt quite at the time. I can't believe any of this. My legs give out under me and I sink to the ground. Maybe she understands how I feel. Elizabeth Sand looks
May I
straight in
ask
my
you
eyes.
something? To continue fighting in order to prevent an undesirable future, it is a path of endless hardship. Would you still choose to walk it?
Margaret has said something similar just before this tournament had begun. How I had overcome the ordeal concerning last year's case and opened the door. Margaret's and Elizabeth Sand's words come together in mind. Are they actually twins, guys? Please tell me they are not. You might want to find out on Wikipedia whether they're twins or not.
Yeah. Working for a better tomorrow isn't just a one-time thing. The tomorrows keep coming.
Giant Bosch is so awesome. Opening the door is necessary, but it's not what truly important. What's more important is making sure that you follow the path that's beyond the door. Only once you have that path in mind does it matter whether you've opened the door or not.
I would keep
That's how I
fighting
feel.
for the future we want.
Elizabeth Sand smiles at my answer. It seems the former dweller of the Velvet Room is pleased with my answer. She must have chosen a path of her own at some point and is doing everything in her own power to see it through. Maybe I'm just jumping to the conclusions, but I feel as if I'm able to understand her a little
Well
better
then,
now.
it's time for me to bid you adieu. By your leave, I, Elizabeth, am out of here.
Adieu means goodbye in French. Right? Adieu. It's more like a thank you. Right? Au revoir means goodbye. Adieu means thanks. Is she French or something? With this, Elizabeth briskly walks out of the room. She caused me some trouble, but I've also learned something about myself as well. I think I'll call it a draw. As I wave goodbye to Elizabeth, I hear Aige-san getting to her feet behind me. Great her.
Are you alright? You shouldn't force yourself to move.
I was concerned at first, but Aige-san doesn't seem to be very hurt or damaged or whatever you would say. She was likely just knocked out. I had absolutely no chance of winning if I'd gone easy on her either. Skinny.
You are very kind. We've only just met, and yet you are worried about a machine like myself.
Huh? Isn't that normal?
What? No. Aike-san laughs at my
Seeing you
confusion.
smile like that? I don't know. I just can't think of you as a machine.
I don't hear her laughing.
You have a heart, right? Then it doesn't matter whether you're man or machine.
She has a battery. The core is her battery. Aige-san stops laughing and thinks deeply for a moment. But after a few seconds, she looks back up with me with a serious
You have
look in her eyes.
defeated me in single combat. That will make it difficult for me to continue forward. But I believe I can trust you. Will you listen to my mission directive?
Yeah. I have no reason to say no. I look Aige-san square in the eye and nod reassuringly. And so Aige-san told me about her directive, and it was truly surprising. There was another case involving personas and shadows outside of Inaba, even before our adventure last year. And she is a weapon with heart created with the express purpose of wielding persona to fight the shadows. Reminds you of those shadows from Kingdom Hearts. She believes that this current situation came to be because someone had stolen a similar weapon and caused it into the TV world.
So, there's another girl robot with a heart like you, and she's the cause of all this?
Please tell me.
We
Let's
came
find
to
out.
this world to retrieve her. My older sister, the 5th generation anti-shadow suppression weapon, Labrys, is in this world somewhere.
Labrys is Aigis' older sister. Nanako, Miss President, her shadow, and now Labrys. I have a mountain of tasks to accomplish now. But, even though I have a lot to do, I can't...
Tell me
ignore
more
it.
about Labrys, and I'll do what I can to help you get her back.
Unfortunately,
Unfortunately, what? Aigis-san's expression clouds. She said that she was a machine, but she really is no different from a human. As I'm listening to her, I think about what this means in my search for Labrys. It's not helpful.
So you don't know what she looks like, what she can do, or what equipment she's loaded with.
Basically, all she tell me is that Labrys is a robot who built to look like a girl. God Lord. Oh man, this is embarrassing. Wait a second. I did meet a girl I didn't know in the TV world. Miss President. Could Miss President...
Is
be
there a
Labrys?
possibility that she looks, well, more human than you? You mentioned earlier that she was your older sister, so I assume she was built before you, but
my sister was an older model, a prototype for the 5th generation to be exact. It's doubtful that she would look more human than myself.
Yep. Then there's no way Miss President could be Labrys. I could tell at the first glance that Aigis-san was a machine. Miss President appears to be completely human. I never once considered that she might not be a human until just now. But that just makes things even more complicated. What in the world is going on inside?
all right. In any case, I'll keep an eye out for her. But right now, I'm heading to the announcement room.
Go ahead. Head to the
If
announcement
Labrys is the
room, man.
cause of this, then I'm bound to meet up with her eventually.
I shrug slightly. I don't want to be so grave. I guess I have a sense what I'm trying to do. and
Thank
smile.
you. I will trust my sister's fate to you.
Of course. I give Aigis-san a determined nod and run out of the classroom. Alright. Hallway. But man, what a busy Golden Week. Golden Week. You not remind you of that game called Catherine on the TV? What does that mean, Golden Week? Seriously. I have to make sure Nanako's okay. Find Miss President, unmask whoever's masquerading as Teddy, and now search for Labrys somewhere in here. If this wasn't happening, I'd be kicking it with my friends at the June's food court. Yukiko seems to be trying to be coy, but I'm pretty sure that big bundle was carrying was probably boxed lunches that she made. As to how they might taste, well, let's not get sidetracked. I'm sure that we all had enjoyed them anyway. Eventually, I would have called Nanako over and we would have brought some snacks together. There were things I wanted to buy from the Shirako store, and maybe I could have made it to the Sozai Daigaku in time to buy the last of their special croquettes. Croquettes! Doesn't that remind you of Kill la Kill, where Ryuko and Mako and her family eat croquettes all the time? What kind of croquettes are they? I don't eat croquettes. Disgusting, you know. Ugh. Have you guys ever tried croquettes before? Once, last year, during the pandemic, and I didn't like it, and I went really angry. I wanted to talk with the owner of Daidara and get some books from the Yominaito bookstore. I had a steak bowl at Aya, hung out with the fox at the Tatsuhime Shrine, waited for my uncle so we could have dinner. And tomorrow I've gone fishing. I'm not a steak kind of guy, people. That could get me in a very pissy mood. Seriously, what the fuck? Sorry. If the one who ruined my vacation and caused all these problems is the same person who stole Labrys, and they've truly brought Nanako back into the TV world.
I'll make them pay.
Yeah, make them pay, man. As I run on, I come across yet another blue door. Perhaps it's a sign that needs to calm down. True, I may
Someone
have lost my cool
here?
for a moment.
Again?
I reached towards the door with a relaxed smile. Oh, back at the Velvet Room. Right. Margaret is in her usual position. I glanced around to see if there's anyone else in here. It looks like her nutcase of a sister isn't here. Margaret notices me looking inside a seductive sound that also conveys annoyance.
It seems my sister has caused you some trouble.
I never knew Margaret had a
Though this
sister.
may mean that I'm not the only one who is drawn to the light of your potential.
There's a hint of tenderness towards her sister in words. Her sister must be important to her. I can tell from the look on her face. Is she the oldest or the youngest? Please do tell. Do I look like that when I talk about Nanako? Margaret pulls herself together.
You
and
have
speaks
gained
again.
new resolve by overcoming many doubts and falsehoods.
New resolve. I find
You
myself
have
nodding
reached the
along.
threshold of truth. But man's hearts are mutable. That is
Yep.
why a resolve to continue fighting is more important than any one victory or defeat.
Yeah, I understand.
But this will be a difficult battle without end. Are you equal to the challenge?
The way she puts it makes it seem as if she was testing me. I don't respond immediately and think about the question. It would be lying to say that I'm not worried. I know that my heart can be swayed by change. There's no knowing that what will happen from a moment to moment. But
If
even
I have
then,
my friends, if I'm not alone, I can do it.
I see.
Margaret nods slightly in response.
I have heard your answer, but it's not enough. Remember what I told you before? The heart is shaken more by a single action than by 1,000 words.
As she smiles, my visions begin to blur. I hear words being repeated. I have reached the threshold of truth. Everything that's happened during the course of this case runs through my mind. The new appearance of this TV world, this tournament pitting us against each other, the student council president, and a fake Teddy. My encounter with a weapon with a heart, Aigis-san searching for her sister's labirs. And the determination that I've gained through these constant battles. What I must accomplish. How do I show what I've decided through my actions? Okay. Oh wait. It seems that the number of visible walls have been decreased. Could this mean that the end is near? Just as I think that, I hear a familiar voice. Whoops. What is? That was Miss President's voice. It was coming from the door to the announcement room. I finally made it. I opened the door to the announcement room and rushed inside. Oh my god. Is this the
You're
announcement
finally
room?
here! Hello, Sensei!
Oh great, Teddy. Doesn't that remind you of Ted, the movie? But if Seth MacFarlane voices him, that would be very hilarious. And what a gay hat. And that hat reminds you of Jotaro Kujo from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Congratulations! How does it feel to have won the P1 Grand Prix?
He sounds like Purio from Zatch Bell when he talks. My god. That really is Sam friggin' Regal. The general smirks at me as I pass through the door. Behind him is President Rize. When the two of them see me, Miss President looks confused, while Rize's face lights up with joy. Oh great, that's Miss President again, the one with the Brooklyn, New York accent.
There you are, Senpai! You're late!
That, not Rize, that bitch again. I have to stay cautious of the general, but I signal to the girls that everything will be alright now. The general is closer to them than I am. I can't afford to make any reckless moves just yet. And there's one more thing I need
Teddy,
to know.
where's Nanako?
Oh my god. I look around the announcement room, but Nanako's nowhere to be found. The general's face distorts with an ugly glee.
Nana-chan's right here. See?
Oh my god. Slowly the general extends the arm that was held behind him. And there was Nanako. Her arms are clutched to her chest and she slowly takes a few steps toward me, obviously
Nanako!
frightened. After taking a step forward, I noticed something bizarre. The general disappeared? Why would she disappear? What is he, a magician or something? Seriously. Alright. Okay. This is going to be a short stream, people. For a brief instant, my full attention has been focused on Nautical. The general has been standing directly behind her, but now she's gone. How could he have gone somewhere else that quickly right in front of me without noticing it?
Big bro.
While I'm confused about the general's disappearance, Nanako weakly calls to me. Oh great, again with the big bro stuff, Nanako. You're so annoying, seriously. Nanako's obviously been weakened by being in the TV world. She totters towards me unsteadily, looking ready to collapse at any moment. I can't think about the general later. I can think about the general later. Right. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Come on, man. Sorry. I have to save Nanako right now. As I reach out to her, Riza yells.
Senpai, no! Nanako-chan's not there!
Oh, great. Nanako's not here. What is she saying? She's right here. Just as I'm about to say so, my hand stops. Something's not right. I try to look into Nanako's face one more time. In her eyes, I saw madness.
Oh, so close! Just a little more and Sensei would have been a goner!
That's not really Teddy. That's the imposter.
You bastard!
Teddy. Ooh, he called him a bastard. I barely reacted in time to draw my sword to block the attack. The general suddenly appeared out of nowhere to attack me with his cane, and I get a good look at him as our weapons clash together. I see the madness in his face, the same madness that I had seen in Nanako's only a moment before. That's when I noticed that Nanako has disappeared.
You've got it
What's going
wrong,
on?
Senpai! It's all been him from the beginning! He can make
kidding me?
whoever's looking at him see him as someone else.
So he's not actually taking on other forms?
No, he's
Nope.
just distorting the things you see and hear.
Why would he do that? That's right. The enemy is able to control what I can see and hear. I realized that after all the battles I had today, what seeing Nanako had made me forget all that. The general laughs at this.
It's hard for me to show someone who isn't here. But you actually saw this Nanako girl? You're hopeless.
Just like how my friends hadn't actually gone crazy before our fights, Nanako had never been brought into this world in the first place. The appearance before me is a fake. He distorted our senses to make us all suffer. But just as I thought, he couldn't deceive Rize's persona abilities. That's why he kidnapped her, to keep her from warning us during his tournament. Now that I know that, I push the general's cane away and jump back towards the girl in order to distance myself from him. Good. Now I'm between them and the general. I then look straight at the ones behind the bizarre situation.
Who in the world are you?
You still can't tell? Seriously, the level of intelligence around here.
Oh my god. Laura Bailey and Sam Riegel? That voice is totally distorted.
Here. Get a good look.
What look? Who is that? Oh my god. Ugh. What is that freaky thing? Ugh. No, so
I am a shadow. The true self.
That's the true self, Miss President's shadow.
That's my face.
I saw metal limbs, golden eyes, and a ponytail, and a mirror image of Miss President's face, even though she was still
How about it?
trembling.
You wanted to see what I am, didn't you? Why does she look like me?
That's its true form. That thing is your shadow.
That shadow is a
This-
pure evil.
Is a shadow? She really came from inside me?
Yep. Rize tries to call Miss President, but the girl shakes her head in denial and squeezes her eyes shut. While Miss President refuses to look at the mechanical-looking being, I now understand what is going on. Because this isn't the first time I've seen a robotic girl before. All the facts match up. The way she was able to run so fast without so much as breathing heavily, even in the TV world. The sense of wrongness that I had when Miss President had asked about killing my friends. The way she avoided telling me her name, that superhuman strength when she hit Chie and that incredible jump to get away from us. And the Shadow's ability to interfere with the senses of people. Just as Margaret had said, all the pieces to the puzzle were laid out before me. They've all come together and now I can see the truth. She is indeed Labbers. Oh, she's Labbers now. Labbers, another weapon with heart stolen by someone unknown and thrown into the TV world created the school and forced us to fight our friends. This deep-rooted depression regarding her past memories, all of this took form of Labbers' shadow who manipulated
Labrys,
everything
don't
here.
look away. If you don't accept her, she'll get even stronger.
Labbers only shivers when I call out to her. There has to be some reasons why she believed that she was the student council president. But that's just a disguise more for herself than for us. No matter how comfortable it is, it's only there to call
I
out
don't know
her
what your
as the
past was
truth.
like. It must have had some painful memories.
Yep, painful memories it is.
But you have us with you now. We're going to get you out of here.
Yep. I call out to Labbers while keeping an eye on the shadow. A shadow is the darkness of the person's heart unless it is accepted by the person it came from. It will never disappear for good. But with that in mind, all we can do is watch over her as she accepts this darkness within her. We'll have to protect her when the shadow goes berserk and tries to kill her. But Labbers continues to shake her head and tremble violently. My words aren't getting through to her.
You hear that, me? Your friend is trying to tell you something.
It's gotta be Laura
Too
Bailey.
bad he doesn't understand at all.
These clowns are hopelessly naive. Shadow laughs shrilly. It continues to smear more
I wish
poison
I
in
could have
Labbers'
made them
heart.
feel my pain. What it's like having to murder one another. That sadness and pain and anguish. Everything went black, and I was always left alone. I'm a weapon. A machine made only to fight.
Oh,
No human can understand my suffering. Stop! I've had enough. I'm human. I'm not like that.
Labbers. This isn't good. That's the dark Labbers. This isn't good. I settle into a fighting stance, ready for anything, though I have a good idea what's going to happen.
Oh, you're still clinging to that. Then take a look at what you really are.
Whoa. The shadow's eyes gleam the golden light. Changes begin immediately. A shimmer runs across Labbers' body and instead of the normal human girl they had been a moment ago, she has a metallic body just like her shadow.
No! No!
I think that's Laura Bailey as Labbers. Labbers loses all composure and scratches at her arms and the steroid metal that had appeared. But there was more to her change than just her arms. Her legs, waist, and chest, even her head, everything not covered by her clothing was now obviously mechanical. The reality that she didn't want to face. There are no words we can say to her. No matter what we say, reality won't change. Labbers falls to her knees and finally mutters the words I was getting to say. Oh crap. Be continued.
Welcome to
Kanji
the
and-
Velvet Room. This place exists between dream and reality, mind
Okay.
and matter. Now then, why don't you introduce yourself?
Okay. Now then, Kanji and Teddy stories are now available. We unlocked Kanji and Teddy. There are 9 characters in every story. If we want to get this 100% complete, we have to beat all the characters. So, yeah, let's do it. We can do it sometimes. Want to... In the next part, we're going to play as Jiraiya, Yosuke Hanamura.
This is a space that only those who have, in one way or another, entered into a...
Okay. Alright then. I'll see you next time. See you in the next part, people. Alright. Probably do part 2. Probably do part 4. Alright. I think that's it.